welcome to this week's art lesson with Miss Alex. This week we're going to be making dioramas. So, what are dioramas? Dioramas are miniature models of a place. They have miniature 3D figures in them. Those can be objects, people, plants, cars, animals, anything that would live inside of this miniature place. So for my first diorama, I made a city, and you notice there's park benches, there are people doing different things, trees, even pigeons. And for my second diorama, I made an island diorama. And in this diorama, you'll notice big blue skies, water, a surfer, a ship, and even an island. To make your diorama, you will need these materials: a small cardboard box, some recycled paper like from a magazine or newspaper, scissors, and glue. Some optional things you can use are paper, pencil, crayons, and small objects. Let's begin. Step 1. Cut an opening for your diorama. If you use a tea box like this, you'll want to cut off the top flap and those extra pieces on the side. Be careful to always cut away from yourself. Never run with your scissors, and just be very careful that your fingers are completely out of the way when you're cutting. You only need one box for your diorama. I'm just showing you how you can make a diorama from any of these things: tissue box, tea box, shipping box. Now that your box is ready, let's add a background. My first diorama is a city diorama, so I found a really good background from a city from a magazine, cut it out, and saw that it's a little too big, so I trimmed it, placed it in there, kept looking for different things to add, and found some more buildings to add to the inside walls of my diorama. So I cut those out, placed them, they seem to fit okay, and now I can begin to glue them in. Alright, step 3. Now you're ready to search for or draw 3D objects or figures that would live in your diorama, like plants, people, animals. For my cityscape, I found some trees, some people, and some other city skyscrapers, a person sitting on a park bench, and some pigeons that I thought would look great in my cityscape. Notice that I'm cutting them pretty carefully, and I'm making sure that I'm cutting pretty close to the line. Now it's time to make L braces to stand your cutouts up. So you're going to cut out a rectangle from your cardboard and fold it. You'll need one L brace per object that you need to stand up, so I went ahead and cut out a bunch of small rectangles. Next, you're going to fold them so that they make an L shape. So one side is where you'll glue your object. And the bottom is where you will glue your object to the inside of your diorama, just like that. You'll want to place all of your cutouts inside of your diorama, gluing your L brace, and then gluing it in place into the diorama. So make sure you put enough glue, and then you hold and count to about 10 to make sure that your objects stay in place. perspective. So place larger objects closer to the front and smaller objects behind in your diorama to make it look more 3D. So for this bigger shaped bigger person with the saxophone, I wanted to make sure that it looked closer, so I put it towards the front opening of the diorama. And for my smaller person on the park bench, I put it closer to the back wall so it would appear like that person was farther away. I'm all done with my city diorama. Keep watching to see me make an island diorama if you'd like. For my island diorama, I approached it the same way, starting with a small box and then gluing in a background of a cloudy sky. I couldn't find a big piece of it, so I just found small cloud pieces and then put it all together like a puzzle, covering the back wall and the side walls. Next, I began looking for things that would go well inside of an island theme, finding a hotel with car and palm trees and a surfer and a cruise ship. So make sure that you create your L braces and place them in. You can even put images on the bottom wall of your diorama if you'd like to add that. That's what I did with my underwater part of this diorama. I put those on the bottom side of the diorama to look like we're looking into the ocean. When you're done with your dioramas, you can also look for small objects that might go with your theme. For this one, I found some shells and pebbles from my collection to add to this diorama. Cool, so we're all done. I hope you had fun making dioramas, and we'll see you next time.